Welcome to S2TV. I'm Dr. Tiff and we're back in the kitchen. It's been a little bit, but I wanted to bring us back to some really fun and interesting recipes. Today's focus is low carb alternatives. So a lot of times we kind of get stuck at the end of the day. We've hit our numbers. We still need something that's filling and satisfying, but we just don't have a lot of carbs to use. So Stu and I have experimented a lot with different vegetable versions and no carb, low carb alternatives to some of our favorites. So today we're going to make 3 dishes. We're going to start with the first one, and it's going to be a cauliflower fried rice. And we're going to do this with riced cauliflower, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. And this is just frozen mixed veggies, so you could do any veggies you want, but if you're in a bind or want something quick, it's really easy to find that pea carrot mix to just throw in just like you'd see in a fried rice. And then for our protein, we've got this Purdue extra lean ground chicken. So just be careful on this. The regular ground chicken is not super lean, but if you get the 98% lean, then you're looking at macro-wise, no carbs, 25 protein, and 2 grams of fat and 4 ounces cooked. So really good option as opposed to like a turkey, which is super dry, or ground beef that's going to have a little bit more fat content. And then I just use a low sodium soy sauce, some ginger, spices. You could use a pre-made sauce like a teriyaki. But this is a really quick option. So we're going to just rice the cauliflower real quick. So I just take this head out. You can do this several ways, but really the easiest way, I've got a cheese grater here. Okay, so it's really easy to use that. I just pull the exterior leaves off here. I've got a knife here if you want to just give it a chop off. Kind of clean it up so you really see the heads exposed. Shouldn't take very long. Get these guys off. And then you just take your grater, I just hold it right over my bowl, and I just start grating it just like cheese. And you can kind of see it's going to start turning the little rice pellets. I'm just going to do a little bit here so you can see it, how it looks. The alternative is to chop it up a little bit more into smaller little pieces. Florets might be a little easier to manage, but I go all the way down to the base of it. But I'll let Stu kind of show you guys, and you can see as you get done with it, it just looks just like little rice pellets. And if you use a smaller grate on the grater, obviously it'll be smaller. But I'm going to finish up ricing this, and then we're going to move over to the stove and we're going to get all those ingredients put together and see what our fried rice looks like. So really great, quick option for a carb alternative to rice. See you in a minute. Welcome back, guys. We have got our cauliflower rice. It's kind of funny. It looks almost like mozzarella cheese, doesn't it? But this is kind of the finished product. Again, if you use a smaller grater, it might be a different texture. But what we're going to do now is just build our meal. And Stu and I always like to compartmentalize just so that we can weigh and measure a little bit better. So I'm going to cook the meat separately so we can weigh out our portions, and then we'll put it together with the veggies. So 2 skillets here. I just use an olive oil cooking spray. You could use a little bit of butter or olive oil. Just make sure you're factoring it into your fat count for the day. I'm going to spray those off. Get our burners going here. Gotta love a gas stove. So we'll get the heat going. I'm just going to go ahead and dump our cauliflower rice mixture in there. Spread it out. And then, like I said, we're going to use some frozen veggies. You can obviously use some fresh veggies if you've got them. Anything in your fridge. Just give it a good generous portion in there. And it's got the macro breakdown on the back. So if you are really watching your carbs on that, 10 carbs in 2/3 of a cup. So you could go ahead and measure that out. Make sure you add that in. Okay. And then again, we got our extra lean ground chicken. So we're going to let this simmer for a bit, season it up, and then we'll come back and check it out. See you in a minute. Hey guys, we are almost ready to try our awesome fried rice. You can see here we've got our veggies mixed in, our cauliflower. It really does look like fried rice, and it wouldn't be the same without an egg. So we're going to crack one egg in there. And if you remember, we didn't use any kind of oil or added fats, and we've got extra lean protein, so we have some space for that fat. If you don't, you can mix the egg, or you could just do some egg white. Wouldn't give it quite the same texture, but I'm going to just mix that right up in there. Now we've got some authentic fried rice. So we're going to let this keep cooking for a minute, build our plate, and we'll take a taste. We are done with our dinner. Look how yummy that looks. This is our cauliflower fried rice with extra lean ground chicken. So we're going to take a little bite because you got to try it. You always got to try your food. That tastes like fried rice. Good job, Tiff. Enjoy. See you guys.